I'm back. I hope everyone is staying healthy. And, I didn't really want to get data out to you guys that I felt like was going to be inaccurate or not give a real good picture of the marketplace. And I felt like during the downturn, this just wasn't a good time to get data out to you guys. But I do feel like, here we are, things have kind of stabilized, if you will. So I thought now would be the time to start resuming our monthly videos. One thing that I have done is, I've heard from close to 100 of you guys that I'd never met before, talked to before, that have been watching the blog for a long time and contacted me during this whole thing. And that's been really great. And in the process of that, I've been asking people what's important to you, what's not important to you. And we've kind of refined what I'm doing here. And so we've taken out the price per square foot, taken out the median pricing, and I've separated out single family homes from condos. So it's likely that our monthly videos here are going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit more to the point, and be segmented by single family, and condo and townhome are going to be lumped together. So anyways, let's kind of dig right in. Take a look, because I think we have some great data. Single family homeowners, man, this is a real wild one. So the number of homes that are for sale right now, if you look there, 749. In September of 2019, there were 924. So there's actually 19% less inventory for sale right now in the single family home market. That's one thing. If you're a seller, man, you like to hear that. Next thing, sold count. That's all that really matters at the end of the day, right? So we went from 154 up to 182. So over 18% change. So that's pretty wild, right? A lot of people think the housing market's dead and nothing's going on. And well, man, if you're a single family homeowner in Fort Lauderdale, if you're thinking of selling, this is going to tell you all you need to know, in my opinion. Now's the time to do it. And buyers, the same thing. If you're looking for a single family home, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this. If you're out there looking, competition's pretty fierce on single family homes right now. So let's just slide right over to the next slide here. I think what's important is looking at the average days on market. How long is my house going to take to sell? That's what everyone always asks me. So if you look year over year, we're pretty flat, about 80 days, 84 days. So what does that mean? That's the time that the property's actually on the market. That does not include the amount of time the home is pending for sale. So these are 80 days where the property showed up active. If you had a 45-day contingency from a buyer, that's not lumped into this 80 days. So you have to go ahead and add that on top. So when people say to me, hey, can I sell my house in 30 days? Can it be on market for 30 days? Well, if you get wildly aggressive in pricing and you're in one of those lower price points where things are really flying, yeah, it could happen. On the higher end, it's going to move slower. It just always does. It's just the way that it goes. Next thing, months of inventory. Man, if you've been listening to me for a long time, I love this one. Down from 6 months to 4.1 months. Now, look, sure you could have figured that out if you knew that the amount of inventory was down and sales were up. It's going to lead to fewer months of available inventory. So not too difficult to figure that one out, but nevertheless. So single family homeowners, if you're a seller, good time to sell. If you're a buyer, competition's going to be heavy. Let's flip over to condo and townhomes. Now, generally speaking, people thought condos are really going to get crushed in this, right? People don't want to share common area amenities. People don't want to be in an elevator with other people. The condo market's going to be in a whole lot of trouble, and I 100% was in that school of thought. So here's a bit of a surprise. The amount of condos that are for sale actually up 13%. So there are more people that are looking to unload a condo right now than there were last year. Now, the surprising thing to me is the fact that there was actually more sales year over year. Look at that, 165 versus 156. So, condo market's going to see some headwind. But the silver lining on this truly is, man, sales are actually up. So it's a tougher time to sell a condo right now, don't get me wrong. It's a harder sales pitch. And as we see, there's more inventory on the market right now, especially those the rental units or the second homeowner units. A lot of those are popping up, the non-owner occupied stuff. So surprisingly though, right, the sale number, the actual sale number wasn't bad. How long is it going to take to sell that condo? 110 days. Look at that. So we have more than if you owned a single family home. And again, factor in another 30, 45 days. You're looking at about a 6-month turn on a lot of these condos. So just know that. And again, if you're a buyer, also know that, hey, right now it's a pretty decent time to go shopping for a condo. Months of inventory went from 8.8 up to 9.4. We consider 6 months of inventory a balanced market, so there's a decent amount of supply in condos right now. That's the abbreviated version. And that's what I think I'm going to start giving you guys from now on. Of course, if there's a specific zip code you're looking at or anything like that, price point, because this is again lumped together. If you're over $1 million, we're going to have a different conversation than if you're below 500,000. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and we'll see you next month. Take care.